Come on. Nothing? Nothing? No things? Okay, that one's streaming. Twitch, what you doing to me here? Wakey, wakey. There we go. Okay, I'm going to do the ad over here really quick because people have not shown up yet, and then we'll go ahead and get the ad out of the way so they can join up without getting the pre-roll ads. No worries. I'm just pushing buttons. I haven't even got my headphones on. You're not going to miss a thing. Okay. Those last minute changes, though. Okay. Hold on. Let me fill up this thing. There we go. I had to fill that thing up with water because after it goes out, things get really dry in the room really fast. Okie dokie. I had to change up my schedule this week because the not 7 days to die. Good lord. Fallout 76 is doing a maintenance, and I just checked. It is still down. So we cannot play that one today. So we are going to be doing Sherm. Fallout 76. Why? YouTube? Why did you change the things? I hate when they do that. Now I'm not going to be able to find anything. What are you doing to me, YouTubes? Okay. Skylarking, how you doing? Okay, I think everything is okay. Let's go! Yes. Let's do this. Like I said before, I do apologize. Fallout 76, they're doing an update too, so I can't play it. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to come up. They did not give a time for it, so we are playing Outlast. Not that my feelings are hurt at all. Good, and you? I am doing pretty good. I am live? Okay. Thank you. Because I apparently came in here and did not press the stream button. I pressed another button. I don't even know what button I pushed. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know. I had it all set up and ready to go, and then I looked and found out that they were doing a server update, so completely threw me. Why are you not in my headphones? Did I not turn my headphones on? I didn't turn my headphones on. Or did I just turn them off? Still not hearing anything. Give it a second. With the power of positive thinking. There it goes. Okay. I do very much like the fact that now that we have something nice on the beginning screen instead of Bambino and then we have the twins. Exasperated Liz sounds, yeah. I was trying really hard to wait until the last possible minute to see whether or not those servers were going to come up, and I was like, oh, well, I probably shouldn't have done that because there's a lot of things I have to change when I do that. So I was just glad I was able to get all the settings fixed. At least I hope I got all the settings fixed. Should probably verify that. Lady! Okay, there she goes. The title did get changed. Okay. And this one started the stream up in the correct one, though, right? I don't know. Yes, it did. Okay. I was very afraid I was going to launch the stream and it was going to have the wrong title on it. Okay. Am I going to play tomorrow is going to be Fallout? I do not know if we're going to do Fallout tomorrow or if I'm just going to play Outlast like it's on my schedule. Because I'm actually putting out a schedule now that's got the thumbnails and everything for everybody to see. Of course, either way, the thumbnail that I created for tomorrow on YouTube will wind up being the same if I don't create another one. So I don't know, it's kind of thrown me this whole time. But we'll see. Hopefully the servers get fixed. And as long as nothing stupid happens and they have to do another fix afterwards, we should be able to play it tomorrow. Just all of the places I post that information on what I'm playing on what day, I'll have to change it. My daily tasks have been redone. What did I open over here? Oh yeah. Oh jeez, I should have went and watched somebody else. Well, either way, I don't know if I have drops enabled or not. Hang on. I should. Okay, I just don't know if I'm considered a participating one. I have no idea. Hey, Reaper. I know everybody is very, very upset that I was not able to... Okay, make sure I don't accidentally close the wrong tab. I wasn't able to play Fallout 76, but some people will be excited that I'm playing this instead. I'll be honest with you, I'm excited to be playing this, but you know, it's okay. Alright. I did want to check something really quick the next time I logged in. I want to see how much new evidence there is. Okay, we got 6 of 6 in Signala already. And nothing on Lilia. I don't know why I was calling her Liliana. It's not Liliana, it's Lilia. But I don't have her 2 pieces of paper either. We could go ahead and read this one. It's only the one more. It's a conference between Avianos and Lawyer, which is a CIA agent, edited for clarity. Lawyer says, I'm still going to bat for you. You have to understand that. Who gets more results than us? The Gary Powers fuck-up is going to weigh on the wrong side of the ledger until he's out. Well, who is Gary Powers? Is that somebody important, or is it somebody in the Fallout universe? I mean, not Fallout universe, Outlast universe. All of these universes! Hold on, let's look it up. American Autopilot. Oh. Okay. Francis Gary Powers was an American pilot who served as a United States Air Force officer and a CIA employee. Powers is best known for his involvement with the 1960 U-2 incident when he was shot down while flying a secret CIA spy mission over the Soviet Union. Do not place your ad over that. What are you... I'm reading here. I'm reading. Powers survived but was captured and sentenced to 10 years in the Soviet prison for espionage. He served 21 months of his sentence before being released in a prisoner swap in 1962. So that will be well after this time. But I'm pretty sure during the time that he was captured, the Soviets possibly learned more information, or they would assume that he would have given them information, which would mean the CIA would have to do a whole bunch of cover-ups, which is probably what they're talking about. Okay. I love the fact that they actually put real stuff, real intrigue into it. So what do you want? Outside of a martini, I'm having one.
Me, but you cannot take my bunghole. For I have no bunghole.
Hey, Richie. How you doing?
I am the great Cornholio.
It's your stream, but Fallout is running? I just tried it. And it said it was down. Right before the stream, I tried it. Just enough time for me to swap it over to the other setting. I can't do it now because YouTube doesn't do the whole swapping back and forth thing very well. You're in-game? Okay. I tried it. It was not working at the time. So I'm not swapping back. Sad to say. Yeah, I'll be playing it tomorrow, though. We'll set it up for tomorrow. He says, I shouldn't have a martini. Said the man who would. Reminds the brass of everything we added to the Cuban thing. We shaped that specifically for your operations with the Lupara. Cuba's heating up. Alan wants to move on Cuba, and quickly. We're not feeling good about Dick. Is this a person? Or is this a phrase? Because it seems like a nowadays phrase. Are they referring to a person? Anything we could do to help? Easy, easy. Cheers. Yeah, cheers. Geez, Alice. I'll never know with you, do I? Alice. Is that his first name? Avianos' first name is Alice? Oh, geez. No wonder he's got problems. Tell me how we can help with Dick. This is starting to feel like a supernatural series. If you watch the Leviathan episode, you know what I'm talking about. Tell me how we can help with Dick. We need to get Jack off the... What? Why are we talking about Dick and Jack? Who are these people? You watch the debate? I'm good, kid. That Kennedy. You're too good looking by half. Made Dixon look like a shaved douchand. Dashand? What is that? Is that a dog? We can help with that. TV's the future of politics, of everything. Let me put together a proposal for you. What kind of proposal? Here's another. Muffled laughter, etc. I'm assuming he got another martini, but why were we talking about Jack and Dick? Were these people? Okay. Wow, there's actually a lot of information. 1 of 6 and 2 of 4 that we do not have information on about her history. Now, obviously, there is a comic on their site with her information, but I have not read that yet. So, and I also have been avoiding Gaming Harry? I think that's his name. He usually does like the backgrounds of a whole lot of games. He gets into the history, and he does very good with tying in the history of the world along with the history that's going on in the game to, you know, kind of fit them together so it makes a little bit more sense on what's going on in the world. I have been avoiding that until after I get all of the documents myself.
No one but you can say what you deserve.
Wow, that is a fancy outfit. Okay. So, winter kills, stay warm. Did that. 10 medicines near the heat source. Okay, for this update, not only do we have a new prime, which is Lilia, but we also have a new map, which is, hang on, the resort. And right now it does not actually have any other maps along with it. They typically open up a new map, and then each time they'll give them another MK, which is another small mission to come along with it. But we did get another mission, Seize the Narcotics, and, you know, Coyle finally got himself another tiny map. And then who else got one? It was them. They finally got another mission, which is Fabricate the Scandal. Which I have not actually done this one. I actually haven't done either one of those MK challenges. Seizing the Narcotics. Let's go ahead and walk through this one, and we'll walk through the other one, and then I'll show you guys the absolutely new map. These will be locations you kind of recognize in a slightly different area. We'll just go in on introductory and walk through it. Hopefully this isn't like the very first mission where they isolate certain parts of it. We'll just check it out, though. I don't think they do. I think that's the only one they do it for, and it's because that's the first trial everybody has to play. It's to help guide people on how the trials work.
The shuttle's ready to take you to trial.
They also have a... the event is called Winter Kills, and basically it's like it's cold everywhere and you gotta find heat sources, which is very fun. We'll get to that as well. Didn't realize the other maps got new missions. Yeah, Coyle's going to be happy. He's finally got another area he can control. And of course, the Crest Twins having their new map and us getting a couple of MKs on that one is kind of like the progression. It's like they'll go through and they'll have the OG maps. They'll create new maps and then give one of the other maps like an MK to go along with it to give us another reason to play that area again. I'm wondering if they're ever going to get to the point where they take their old ones, like Coil and Mother Gooseberry, and give them yet another map to go on top of it. They both have, what, 2? I wonder if they're going to get a third, if that's going to be something that they do later on. But everybody's already asking themselves how long is Outlast going to go on, because at some point in the timeline, they're going to meet up with the games. Are they going to stop, or is this place going to go on in the background? I'm very interested to find out. Kicks and screams and rolls on the floor. I want to play. I bet the people at your job are probably like, what the hell is he doing? Send him home. Do it harder. Do it harder. Kick and scream and cry. Maybe they will send you home and then you can play. Don't do that. Okay. Have we seen this area? This does look familiar, but usually we come out over there for that trial. We're missing the drugs. Okay. You are here. So this is another one where they would divide people up. If I came in here in multiplayer, we have A, B, C, and D. So what I'm looking for is actually in the central area. What is this? So that is my door. And I just have to go around the corner, but I'm assuming... Do I have to find a key this time too? And are we bringing back more than one? Hold on. Does it say we need more than one? Missing drug package. Are we going to shove a bigger package in them than normal? I say that loosely because the packages that we get from Bambino are kind of small. As expected. The insinuations just continue. What are we doing? We are on introductory, so the threat level is very low. Let's just get an idea of what we're working with here. Let's not pop open any doors. Are we... Gas guy? Grunt. Emmett, how you doing? How goes it? How's your stuff? How's your things? Okay, so I know where we are on the map, but what... What was that sound? What are we doing? I'll take that. Thank you. Passage, passage. If I had something to throw, lady. If I had something to throw, I would do it. So over here should be my gate if it's in the same place. Does the security room? Are we going to the security room? Oh no, they made his package the same size. That's just rude. Do we need more than one? Find and stash the drugs in section A. 0 of 10. Really? 0 of 10. So we've got to pick these things up and take them all the way back. And then... Where's that? And then this should open, yeah? Oop. I do not respect your authority. Not this way. This way. Yeah? over here? How do I get through here, though? There's not a door. Is there another exit? There's another exit. Okay, gotcha. Are you seriously going to follow me out here? I'm doing things. There he is. I need you to hold the stuff. Going good. Got our doggo jawoodle dog collar and lead, plus a big box of dog treats from Jurassic Park. Oh, good lord. You know, I would like say, wait, he has dog collars, but of course he does. Is it purple? It's purple, right? Let's go ahead and take this over. If we're gonna have to keep coming over here, might as well. Okay, so this is slightly different in that you have to make your way to center to pick up things and take it to your exit more than once. He's right there. Not sure that he's got really great vision, but you never know. It's like 3 trips. 3 trips back and forth. This is on easy mode. What's going to happen when you're surrounded by bad guys and get yourself derailed on where you're supposed to go? I say that as someone who constantly gets lost. Not that way. Not that way. This way. Ah. I found her quicker way. Oh no. That was rude. Dude, how many times do you gotta trip me up? Dude got like 3 trip-ups all at one time. Rude. He is somehow or another going to intuitively know exactly where I am. Probably because my mouse is doing the antsy things. It's had way too much caffeine. Note to self, never ask Liz for directions. Yeah, don't ask me for directions. Don't. If I can't point you to, like, businesses or something that I remember, and you don't know where those businesses are, I'm really not going to be any help on the direction. Oh. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? So each time you go through here, one of your options on how to get out closes off, because you can only pass so many times through those areas. That is going to get way complicated on higher difficulties. Okay. Now I'm sorry, were you using that? Interesting. Oh, well, he's... Oh. Enjoy that. You earned it. Did nobody ask you for your 2 cents? Says pat 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 on them too. Yes, it is indeed purple. That is not surprising. Tells you to stand in a circle and it says dinner is in the corner. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Okay, so this time I actually have to go this way in order to get to center. That is an interesting concept. Each time the doors that you have access to change. So maybe the strategy is to go circuitous so that the straight on shot later on whenever like a lot of bad guys, like if they spawn in a giant or something like that, you're gonna want the straight shot back to the body. Nope, I every time I find you, lady, every single time. Uh-huh. She just showed me another way to get through here. I'm not gonna give her credit for having given me something, though. Okay. Hi, Coil. Okay, I just need 2 more. Dude. Coil, you suck. Is there anything interesting over here I can use to help with my, my A+? Don't see anything. That sucks. Hold on, I can do these. Pretty much every direction is north. Or some variation, yeah. Definitely. Take that. One of the ways of making up for points for getting damage or whatever is to just use random items in the thing. Why? I have been told before that, how was the phrase? Bone is for the dog, meat is for the man. I've actually been told that. I was a very bony chick when I was younger. Parts of me have gotten a bit of fluff, but that's about it. Dude's like just assuming my body stature at this point. He's like, you're obviously bony. I don't think my character is. Are we probing? We're not probing. Probe! Is it in yet? Oh my gosh. This is the equivalent of turning off the light. There we go. I have also not found enough posters, so... I need to find 2 posters. I think I would have seen them in here, but I guess I'll go this way. Why was that locked? I didn't do that. Hold on, I can do this though. A couple extra points. Probe harder? Yeah, exactly. It's not a date. Probe it. Is there a, Wait, can I get to other sections from here? Oh, okay. I actually have to hit that. Wait. I would like to check other sections for the stuff in the things. Don't stand on that. That's silly. So you have 3 times through some of these doors and that's it. Hi. Have you seen any posters, dude? Don't worry, I'll get them. Poster. I found the bathroom again. Not to be rude or anything, but can you suffer quieter, please? I'm trying to focus. Thank you. Just rude. That's the door I just went through. Okay, we checked all of that. Did we check over here? Where the heck are these posters at, man? This door is not usually here. There's not usually a door here at all. Wait. Interesting. Just found another section. Okay. Is there a poster over here somewhere? Right back over here. Walking around like a crack addict looking for a poster. You got any of them posters? You do have them posters. Okay. Good grief. Usually there's like an overabundance of posters. This thing's being stingy. Okay, what about over here? Nope, nope, and no. Okay. Alright, let's go back towards center. Go this way instead. LOL, die quietly. Be more considerate. Yeah, exactly. It's like, this is Murkoff. Everybody is suffering. You don't have to be so loud about it. Okay. Now, I've got all of those, and then we have to hit the button. And this does what? So we leave through the proper door. We don't go back to our individual sections. Hey, they set the vehicle down. Wow. Service? What? And it's just open. Does that mean as soon as you hit that button, you're already on a timer? I think that's what that means. Okay, so that's that one. Also, if you guys want to join up whenever you get ready to, I need to put it on so you guys can actually join me. Sending you want to join me. There we go. Also not in the Discord. Just pop up wherever you feel like popping up, you know? Okay. Hello?
You're making so much progress. Can you feel it? Can you feel yourself changing?
I have exorcised the demon. Can you feel it? I'm not going to try and do the exact phrasing that he did, but... Oh my gosh, dude, put your pants on. I can see cheeks. Oh, Lord. Okay, the 3 trials use 5 batteries. We'll eventually do that either way. Now we need to check out the other new one, which is here. You're healed, smacks Bright in the head. Oh man. Hopefully he's feeling better today. He's been on medicine for what, like a couple of days? Hopefully that stuff has started you know, giving him some relief. Feel so bad about that. I've had like ear infections. I can't imagine for the infection to. It sucks. It sucks. There's no way to look at it in any other way. It sucks. Yeah. Hopefully he feels better today, though. I have 85 tickets. I don't think escalators are supposed to be used that way. Oh, Reaper, I don't know if you saw it in the Discord, I finally tried my pickled peppers. And the banana peppers were, mediocre at best. Really weren't all that good. But the mixed hot peppers actually turned out good. They're hot, but they're good. Like, the flavor is okay. I can only eat like 2 of them and then things just get like stupid. Collect posters. Okay, which section are we in? Looks like we might be in a new section altogether. Okay. They seriously sew her face on all of the mannequins. Deliver compromising Aurora photos. Deliver photos. Wait, what? Find and pose a matching Aurora to take a picture. Find and pose. You found a compromising photograph. It will need to be used It will be used automatically when needed. What? Wait, do I need to set one of those mannequins? Okay, the base of her was yellow. Alright. So we are hunting for... Hang on. We are hunting for green, red, and blue bases. They're here. Bacon and eggs? Thank you so much for the follow. It took me a second to see what you did there, but I saw what you did there. Okay, so wait, where are we exactly? We're starting here. Wait, we're on the 2nd floor? The only problem is we don't know what we're going to find when we get over there. We don't know which one of these ladies needs to go over there, so let's pop over there and see if we can't figure out what we're supposed to do. Oh, and they blocked up the back room, too. Okay. Very circuitous route here? Go through the bathrooms and go around, maybe? I can't go through here. Oh my gosh. Is it just me or does everything seem muffled? Might just be me. Just did a complete circle and came back over here, so maybe this way?
know what your limits are until you've gone.
Did they give you blisters? What have they done to you, my dude?
We've synthesized love itself.
He just totally ignored that I existed. It's par for the course, though. Okay. So, M should be up here? No. M is over here. Where the hell is North? Dude! Oh my god. Okay. Where am I going? Okay, so this side. Guys, this is on introductory. This is how much shit has been blocked off. How do I get over there? Ma'am, move the hell up out the way. Am I looking at the right area? It should be over there, right? That's suspicious.
We'll do what we must by the blade.
The hell is going off with my audio? Guys, do you hear that? Do you hear the weirdness in the audio? It's like there's a... It started when I got on this one. I didn't hear it in the last one. Where are we going? Well, there's a camera, but I don't see a spot to put her. So, obviously, it's not going to be the same areas every time. I was thinking maybe we need to do the downstairs area first or something like that and make it a little bit easier. Yeah, that sounds weird. What is going on? It sounds like something's over my head, my character's head. It's muffled. Poster. Okay, I have checked this area. I don't see a spot to put her. Yeah, that definitely sounded muffled. What the heck is going in? Hold on. Are you guys hearing that? Let me do another sound. Hang on. What's over here? I'm not hearing anything. There it goes. Yeah, that still sounds muffled. What is going on? I don't understand. What has happened? Wait. Leave the trial. Let me go back to another trial. Is it just this trial that sounds weird?
You have learned nothing. You have learned nothing.
No, that sounds weird too. Okay, it's not because it's going through other places. What is going on? Why did it just suddenly break? Is Discord set to the wrong microphone so it's gone into the Bluetooth? Oh no, not again.
Hey, buddy. You look thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
That was it. Freaking Discord? Why? Stop screwing my settings. Thank you. Sorry I'm late. Why does my head hurt? He did it, Brett. I saw the whole thing. Oh, no. See, I wasn't hallucinating. The audio did change. Just for some reason I didn't account for the fact that it changed when I turned Discord on. Freaking Discord being all extra? Okay, let's go back into it so I can actually hear properly. Here, and this one. Do you not have Discord? It's a Bluetooth problem. You need to fully disable the Bluetooth microphone mode so it can never do it. How the hell do you do that? So is Bluetooth being extra? How do we shut that down? Turn off Bluetooth telephony service? Okay. Is that just in settings?
You are the half-truth. The reality more honest than fact when the evidence fails the agenda. Crimes must be shaped to entertain the swinish masses.
How you feeling better? I mean, how you feeling better? How are you feeling? Are you feeling better? Let me just condense all of that sentence into like one. Bleh. It's kind of buried. You can show me later? Okay, gotcha. Because it would be nice if that did not happen. Did I do that? Yes, I did. Feeling a bit better, might try to put a headset on and join you. Okay. It should be open. I can understand about the headset though. We played games for like 7 days in a row and I swear I just had a headache that would not go away. I refused to put my headphones on last night. Just sat in front of the TV enjoying not having headphones on. Okay, it was security room. That was right. Okay. So we take you, we put you right here. Oh, I got the picture here. And put the picture here, so there'll be a red device and we put it into a blue device, or do we bring them all back here? We might have to bring them all back here, I'm not sure. Okay, now... M was Spatlin. Was I close to where I needed to go? It's the big shopping center. Okay. So maybe I have to get into the store and then go upstairs. We've had to do that in one of the other missions. Go into the store and then go upstairs to a security room? Okay, let's just get across the barricade. Oh, the audio is so much better now. I can actually hear what's going on. That made me feel like I had a stopped up head, you know? When everything feels muffled and you need to pop your ears. That's what that sounded like. Okay. Spatlin. We need upstairs. Okay. Aha, okay, so we need the red one for this. Can I find a way to go this way? So it's a little bit quicker? No, because I don't have the ability to bust through that. Okay. So we go around the other way. When I was dealing with the audio issue, was that changing you guys' audio quality? Did y'all hear it too? Okay, take this one. So right now we're just trying to discredit the twins, is what we're working on here. I'm not sure that we have to work that hard to discredit the twins. Sounded fine? Okay. I was just wondering, so y'all's audio quality wasn't bad. You had no idea what I was talking about, but I could definitely hear a difference. It was annoying. Okay. Nope.
What we leave behind is woven. The flesh
I have noticed that there is a slight difference in the way that they're doing a couple of these trials, like, let me see if I can figure out how to phrase this. Basically, like, the previous trials, you kind of knew where the thing that you picked up was going to go ultimately. In, like, say, the mistress one, where you had to go around and pick up all the mistresses for the... was he Attorney General or something like that, where you're doing the stage thing? You kind of knew where you had to go to get these items and where to bring them back to. This one and the black and white funhouse looking one, it's, you've got things that you've got to take to a place, but you don't know which one of the things and which place it's going to be each time. And both of those are like that, like they're trying to make it to where you spend more time in the trial figuring out what you need to do, and it's like, I'm not sure that I actually want that on an MK. You know? On a longer, like, full challenge, like one of the main maps, I understand spending a long time in the map, but MKs are supposed to be short and sweet, you know, when you're looking for a quickie. They're not supposed to be like, here, let me spend 5 hours looking for the thing and the stuff that I need. Right? At least I thought that was the way it was. Might just be a me thing. I don't know. Okay, and then we do, in fact, bring it back here. Okay. Alright, well, that makes sense. At least we don't have to guess in this one where the thing is going to be at, whereas in the black and white funhouse thing, you've got to guess where the diagram film thing is. Okay, D is the restaurant and L is musical instruments, so... Here, let me write... D and L, and we'll just write down what color goes inside each one of them. Actually, don't write down D and L. I'm not going to remember what those are next time. My memory doesn't work like that. What am I thinking? We need the diner and... well, the restaurant. And... musical. Okay, and we'll just go find out what color those need and then come back and get them. There's no sense in carrying them with me and going slow. Or I could just carry one of them, because either way, one of them is going to go on those. Do it that way. I'll do it that way. But it would just mean that, like, if I hadn't already put one down, I would be carrying one with me to all 3 locations. Okay, and then we go down over here. And they should actually be downstairs, right? the pizzeria. Okay. You are blue. Which one do I have? I have green. Actually, I don't know. Which one is this? Oh, yeah, she's blue. She's blue. I see the blue shoes. Somebody saves me. Don't touch me! No touchies! Stop! Oh, those really don't bother her. Stop! 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 Where is Musical? Did I hear about the Italian chef with the terminal illness? Can only do so much, and now he's just pizza history. Oh my god. That is so cheesy, I love it. Where is Musical at? Is it upstairs? Oh, I didn't think it's upstairs. Wasn't both of those downstairs?
I know we are prisoners. I know we are in a living hell. What was a little rat?
Wait. So they know they're imprisoned here. Okay. Nope. Nope, lady. Let's go over here for a second. This is just a salon. This is not. Pardon? I swear I was looking you in the eyes. That's what you saw is not what happened. I could have sworn it was down here with us. Dude! Okay. Well, how's about, since I know what goes there, let's go grab the other mannequin and bring it down? And we've got that mannequin to tell us where that mannequin goes, so... blue. Dabu deep. Oh, it's them. Nope. 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 Okay. Alright, we figured out where this one. I meant to stop and look at the map, but they were just kind of standing there, so we'll just do this. That is a loud photo. Hi, my lady. How are you doing? I don't wanna. Okay, now let me go back upstairs and see if I can't figure out where the hell I'm supposed to go after that. Okay, my mannequin's over there. Am I in the right spot? Oh no, it's on the other side. Ow, man. Okay. I gotcha. At least I can read a map, right? You know, as far as directions go? Yeah. She's gonna stand right there on top of the mannequin. It's not okay. Ugh. No! Put me down. Put me down. Thank you. Pick it up. Ow. That was my back. Okay, I guess we'll have to come back for that after we get, you know, away from her. Brewdog, how you doing? Watch in vain. How's them hordes? Man, they are getting ridiculous. But it is A-okay. Burr. you just come out of? Oh. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking they were on the same side. They are not. Let's go this way. Serious questions, though. Why do they think anybody has to try this hard to discredit them? Seriously. Like, all upset. No, they might show me in a compromising position. Dude. Okay, this is where we need to go. I have to go around. So who's going to be watching the Game Awards? I don't recall ever watching the Game Awards. I just always figured most of the award ceremonies in general were just, I don't know, paid for, bought off, staged. Maybe I'm just comparing them to like movie awards and stuff like that. I just never was really big on that. Yeah, I don't know the gaming awards are rigged or whatever, but I can tell you, like, whenever it comes to like movies and shows and stuff like that, it all just felt really self-congratulatory and rigged. It is really what it always felt like whenever I watched one of those. Okay. I did that. Now what do we do? Is there anything else? Nope, we just leave. Okay, that's not too terribly bad. I don't know if there's like extra things that we have to carry. If you get a full crew, that really wouldn't take all that long. Because it tells you where they are, whereas the black and white Funhouse one, it doesn't tell you where to go with them. So you don't even know where to search, much less search it and then go back and find the right reel. You have to put the reel on there to find out you've got the wrong one. So both steps of that one are a bit of a pain. I like the environment, I don't like the mission for it. On the black and white one. Okay, sorry I asked. No, Brett, if you enjoy the gaming awards, enjoy the gaming awards. You don't have to listen to my 2 cents on it. I'm not an authority on it. Neither is anybody else in this chat, unless somebody is actually an authority on it. I don't know. I don't know what everybody's occupations are. Everybody's allowed their opinions, though. There's just, I just don't watch them. I used to watch, like, the Golden Globes and, you know, people on the red carpet, and then it just kind of felt empty. Like a circle jerk of rich people. I know that the gaming awards are probably not the same, particularly if they've decided to stop.
You're special. Nobody else is operating on your level, and I have special things planned for you. Keep going.
Stoking the egos of AAA. If the gaming awards don't stoke the egos of AAA, you know, then maybe I would probably watch it because it would feel more like they were actually concerned.
Crisis is the catalyst for growth.
Oh my god. Anyway, just can't recover from that. If gaming awards actually stopped stoking the ego of AAA, I would probably feel inclined to watch it. That way they're actually finding out according to the market and according to honest reviews. I can't look at that. I feel like I need to go change my costume. Anyway.
You are beautiful. You are deserving.
Seriously? Why are you defouling my outfit? Dude. Yeah, I'm calling you out. Oh my god. Anyway, I need to go wash my outfit. Like, scrub it. Ugh. Watch it to see what the game of the year is and watch it for game announcements. Do they do, like, new releases? Do they talk about new releases that are upcoming? Like I said, I don't really watch them. I stopped watching gaming shows, or the gaming releases. I think the last one I watched was when they announced Fallout 76. And then after 76 launched, and it launched the way that it did, I kind of just stopped watching them. It could also be because, like, COVID and everything happened years later, and I just didn't watch them anymore. Games came out broken, got Game of the Year, and it's like, yeah. The Oscars for the games, and yes, they do announce and talk about new games. It could be interesting to, like, have on a secondary monitor and look over and see what it is that they're talking about. I'm just not sure that I would follow. It's like the Streamer Awards doesn't... Has there always been an elf up there? It's like the streaming awards. It feels like there's backers that kind of make you question who they're making choices for. Apparently there was a whole to-do with that, and there were some awkward bits, which if you get a whole bunch of streamers together who are not really great at social skills together, there's going to be some awkwardness, but it's just odd. Is this like an elf on the shelf? Everybody spot the elf. It made a noise! Not that anybody heard me. Okay. Does he move? I don't know. Oh, I forgot to get my extra points here. Streamer Awards was a mess. It's funny to watch the dumpster fire. Yeah, I saw little bits and pieces of it, but I didn't actually watch it. And I'm like, it's a whole bunch of streamers. It's the same thing. It's just a different type of circle jerk of content creators congratulating each other. And it's like, I don't know if I want to watch that. Like, we're all sitting around playing video games and people are watching us. It's just like, can we just, like, enjoy that? You know? Okay, I started on introductory because in order to get all of the stuff that I want out of there, I'm probably going to have to go all the way up into standard to intensive, so might as well start here. Shut Down the Factory is the next one on my list. I have a hard time watching events where it's a whole bunch of people from said event congratulating each other on their superiority of said event. It'd be like getting a whole bunch of scientists together and congratulating each other on their hypotheses. Okay. I'm sorry, but as soon as we had one scientist talking about... I say scientist loosely. As soon as we had one scientist talking about cow farts, I kind of lost interest and started questioning everything I understood about life. As soon as that happened, there's going to be like a black pill moment for everybody when it comes to certain things. Whenever you watch, what was the last movie awards that I watched? I don't even remember. I was young whenever it was like really a big mess to watch back then. My character looks so confused. She's like, where's everybody at? Dude, where's everybody? She's all alone. There's no one else beside me. I'm gonna get in this one before I get copyrighted struck and then everybody leaves because I started singing. Anyway, I stopped watching those types of awards. Not saying that anybody can't enjoy just the spectacle that is those. I'm not as much entertained by those as I used to be. Last time I watched a movie awards, it was probably on accident on TV, so it'd be over 15 years.
Workers.
Yeah, it's probably been that long for me. It's been a long time since I felt the need, because it's been a long time since I felt engaged with TV in general. Like, there hasn't been, like, an earth-shattering movie or series for me in a long time. I watch series that started a long time ago. I watch movies that started a long time ago. I don't really like any of the new age stuff because their focus is really not my focus. And my focus lacks focus. Celtic FWF. Is that like initials for something important that I don't know? Like AFK or something like that? Because I do not know that one if it is. Celtic, thank you so much for the follow. Would not be the first time I don't know an anagram for something that's used on, not anagram. Anagram is when you take the word and mix it up. What is it? Initials for something that happens with PC stuff. But like, I watch Stargate SG-1. That's one of my go-to series. I watch Supernatural with... The series lasted for 15 years, and when I think about that, it's like, it does not seem that long ago, but the end of it didn't happen that long ago. But the series is that old. So... I watch Stargate. I watch Star Trek SG-1. I watch... I enjoyed Lost until I got to the last season. I like older stuff. This new age stuff, I don't even like... What was the dragon one that came out that everybody was all hyped about? I didn't watch that one. I watched the first episode and realized they were going to use gratuitous this, that's, and the others because the shock value was there, and I was like, this kind of strikes the same chord as gratuitous gore back when horror movies swapped from suspense to gore, and I wasn't really interested in that either. There we go. Let's get that warmth meter up. Game of Thrones? Yeah, I watched like the first episode and that was it. Ooh. Okay. Do I start here and do all of these, or do I go all the way back and do them and come up this way? Which way is this going to work better? Never watched it, never interested me. I didn't... I watched the first episode. Like I said, it just had a whole bunch of stuff for shock value. I wasn't really interested in that. It was like, here, some English dude is doing his sister and selling her. It's like, okay, cool. It's disgusting, but alright, you do you. You know? It was praised for being accurate, and it's like, okay. It might be accurate, but just like I don't want to watch someone poop in the toilet because it's accurate, doesn't mean it's got to be on TV. Just for shock value. Not interested. There we go. Is that both of them? Yes. Okay. There's an official announcement for Stargate continuation. The writers' room will officially assemble in January, starting on production. I hope that they keep it authentic and not try to place some of this new age BS into it. And that they try to keep with the science backing that was the show originally. I want to hear some warp drive, this, that, and the other, you know? Not that I... Star Trek had its place as Star Trek. Stargate was completely different. And I hope they keep that, you know? And they don't try and do... what's the best way to say that? Okay, you know how later on in certain seasons, like, certain characters will get timed out. They'll move on with their life. They're not interested in renewing their stuff, so they leave. And occasionally they'll come in and show up. You know? And it's cool. But there are some shows that rely on this. It's like nostalgia beat. And that's the only reason people watch it, is they want to see the old characters, and they want to do like Star... where's the other one at? Oh, it's over here. Okay. They want to do stars and stuff like that, but they don't actually want to give the show substance other than just showing off the stars. I don't want them doing that either. I want an actual show I can get invested in. You know? That would be awesome. Are they coming in here? they are still close. I just don't know how close. They fought for a long time to get it back, so hopefully it will be like that. I do hope so, but it just depends on who they put in charge of it. As to whether or not they get a decent writer or just someone who's like, this is going to be easy because the fan base is so huge, I don't actually have to work at it. They do get those. Like Marvel and stuff like that. It used to be like you would be there for the show, and then eventually it became, let's show this face, and let's show this face, and let's show this face. Story, they saved the world, and okay. Thanks. Okay.
A shiny! A shiny! A shiny!
The original writers are in charge, yeah, but it doesn't mean that they are going to be the only ones making the decisions. There's going to be a suit involved. Nowadays, there's always a suit involved. It's just whether or not the suit was actually a fan of the original stuff. Let's get warm. Sadly, every single media nowadays has got some sort of suit involved. Somebody who's out here for marketing and money and stockholders who's not actually there for the fandom. Which is what happened to The Witcher. It's like, here's a story about The Witcher. Guess what? It's no longer about The Witcher. Thanks. Guess what? He's got like 2 speaking lines and that's it. What's it about? Oh, girl power. Okay. When I think of Witcher, that's not actually the thought that crossed through my head, so yeah, I wasn't interested in that by the end of it either. There we go. I'm just an opinionated chick online though, so that's just my 2 cents on those. Hopefully they do not go that route, is what I'm saying. Will I watch it? I am obviously going to watch the heck out of that and hope that it turns out good. I'm wondering exactly at what point the show is going to pick up, though. Are we going to pick up after SG-1 is done? After Stargate Atlantis? Stargate Continuum? I mean, where is the timeline on this? Have they said anything? Ugh. Wait for it. I don't have a problem. I can quit anytime. Where the hell am I at? Oh, I stepped on that. Oh, don't step on another one. That will definitely kill you. Why is he in here? Lady, I really need this thing. How did she not see me? I ran right in front of her. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy she completely ignored the popsicle that was running by her, but oh my god. Is that dude from the lollipop guild? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, we got full health. Those mines hurt like hell, dude. Okay. Oh, I stopped being invested in shows the moment they started taking 2 and 3 year breaks between seasons. Yeah, it's not just that. It's whenever you see the obvious shift in a series, like... Let me bring up a series I didn't like from the beginning. So I can emphasize the fact on why I didn't like it by the end. Fear the Walking Dead. I absolutely hated the series. I actually watched it as like some form of masochism. I hated it so much I had to figure out what the dumpster fire was going to look like by the end of it, because you just have to. They did like 3-4 seasons centered around a family, and you watched as this woman is portrayed as the strongest person in the family. She's emotionless, controlling, manipulative would be a good phrase for her. And she passes that manipulation off on her daughter, and they show it in the series. And I'm like, that is such a toxic family right there. And then on top of that, they showed the man that was in the family. Now, true, he was a new addition to the family, like stepdad material type of thing. Had his own kid, but they showed him as weak. How he was non-combative, like he was, you know, he does not want to fight with anything. And of course, it's a zombie series, so, you know, you're eventually going to have to kill a zombie if you're going to survive. But they turned him from not wanting to kill a zombie into straight up demolishing two guys that were responsible for the death of his child, who turned into a psychopath. And it's like, okay, his character arc is interesting, but I see what you did there. And then they just shot him in a helicopter and he fell out and died. You don't get any more information about that dude. He's just gone. So that was that dumpster fire. And then on the next series, they just introduce a whole new cast of people you're supposed to get invested in, and they basically annihilated all of the original cast. So then you're supposed to get invested in these other characters, but the other characters were caricatures of people. They were not real characters. They had some journalist whose only concern during the apocalypse was the story. And then they had some cowboy guy whose only job was looking for the woman he lost. But he can shoot with a revolver, and he speaks like a cowboy. And then his chick, who shows up at some point, and she runs away from everything because that's what she's done her entire life. And I'm like, these are not actual characters. And you're supposed to be invested in these characters. And the original characters became caricatures. The guy that was kind of sitting in the gray line of being a good guy and a bad guy, he was very... Well, Strand, if you watch the series, Strand, he was like the guy that sits in the gray but is very pragmatic for the situation. He's like, the old rules do not apply, and it's like, okay, I don't like the fact that somebody said that, I don't like that that's the way it is, but that is the way it is, and he made the hard choices that the entire group survived off of. And it sucked, but somebody had to do it, you know? They turned him into a straight bad guy. And opportunistic, every single time he could, he made the bad choice. And it's like, that's not actually who Strand was. You know, they turned all of the characters into other things, and then they gave you a whole new cast of people.
Hey, buddy. You look thirsty.
That were, instead of actual characters that were developed over time, they immediately came into the show as a caricature of something. And it was kind of not even interesting. I should have stopped by the fire. Hang on, there's fire over here, right? This counts as fire? Yes, yes it does. Okay. Hit the button! To go on a long rant. I'm actually watching this as I go to bed at night, and I restart back to the episode that I remember whenever I fell asleep. But it's like I'm trying to figure out not only where the original dumpster fire started, which is started as a dumpster fire, but then they made it worse, and I was not even sure how. I had to rewatch it. They took one of the characters, turned her into, I don't know, something like they were trying to create a badass, but they didn't actually create a badass. They created someone whose mentality broke and relied on the person that they had turned into a bad guy, turned into a halfway not bad guy, and then turned into a bad guy again. And then they got her bit and replaced her hand with a muffler. Yeah, her weapon was a muffler. A muffler. And then, this is... I'm spoiling it for you. If you haven't put yourself through this before, I'm spoiling it for you. The final season, which I think it's actually coming in for another season.
And a prize in the same moment. A performance this good is its own reward.
Thank you. Thank you. I was not actually paying attention. I was talking about a series. then at the end, or towards the end, a lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff happened. I mean, a nuke was launched. That's how crazy it gets. But towards the end, they brought back the original badass mom chick that was really odd. Anyway, they brought her back with a breathing problem, but she swings a hammer. So she's walking around with this tank attached to her that she's constantly having to breathe out of, while she's swinging around this god-awful hammer that makes her short of breath. And I'm like, of all the weapons that exist in the world, you chose this? What? La la la, yeah. Fear is over, it's done? Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, no offense. I like the fact that they brought in one of the characters from The Walking Dead. He's a good actor. He's great. Morgan's great. But going from evolving with this family to changing over to all of these caricatures of a character killed it later on. Even though it was hard to deal with at the beginning part when you're like, okay, maybe as these characters or these people get used to their character, because obviously when a series starts out, the person itself, the person who is the actor, has to get used to their character, their dynamic, the storyline. Typically the first 1 or 2 seasons of a brand new series has a hard time because the story builds, the charisma changes, the dynamic is there. Sometimes a specific character needs to be brought in for the full vision needs to be seen. Like, I mean, honestly, it's not even get started on the original Walking Dead with the Governor. The Governor was a horrible character. The guy that played him, I'm sorry to say if you're a fan of him, had zero charisma for all of the people who were bringing him in. They played him off like he was this bad boy that, what's her blondie face, that stabbed all of her friends in the back, fell in love with and started doing. He had zero charisma. Zero. Well, maybe he rolled a 2. I don't know. But he didn't have the charisma that they gave him, whereas Negan had that charisma. So maybe the problem is not necessarily the characters. It might be that they need a person that has the level of charisma to carry the story. So watching the first part of it, I'm sorry to say, but I was actually more interested in the father's dynamic as he went from this, I'm not going to do anything bad to anybody and always trying to fix all of the problems, into this actual raging crazy dude as he slowly broke down after going through all of this, actually having to force multiply his ex-wife because she was going to turn, to seeing the slow degradation of his son's mentality and then having to let his son go. Actually seeing him move through that dynamic, that slowly driving someone crazy dynamic, was more interesting than the mom, who her only claim to fame was apparently she offed her dad for being a drunk and abusing her mom when her mom should have done something about it. I'm just saying. That and the druggy son was actually a bit more of an interesting story than she was, or the daughter was, but we kept the daughter and her, and we lost the other 2. Anyway, that's my rant. Long rant. I don't want something like that, all of that rant. I don't want something like that happening to Stargate. That's what all that was leading to. Let me go in here and... Okay, Dad, I'll go back to work and do my therapy. You're just to the helicopter shooting part? Oh, man. Do you not remember any of the stuff that happened afterwards? I'm not gonna spoil any more for you. You could take your fingers out of your ears. Yeah. I had a hard time dealing with it. I don't like it when good writers get replaced and instead of having actual characters, you get caricatures of characters. Which is basically like the offshoots of all of the Walking Deads. That's what they did for all of them. They didn't start that way, they became those. I think the The one with Negan and what's her name going up to New York and stuff. I've only seen like the first season. I think the second season's coming out soon. That one actually turned out okay. The others, not so much. Not so much. I didn't really like the others. And don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Daryl fan, but I just could not handle that series. I haven't watched the second part of it. So maybe it gets better. Maybe. Never watched The Walking Dead, prefer Containment, but they canceled it. I enjoyed Colony. If you guys haven't watched that, there's only like 2 seasons, so it wouldn't take you more long to binge it. Sadly, it's not on Netflix anymore. It was almost like they wanted to hide it so that people wouldn't be able to see what was happening in there because it seems honestly suspect. No, I'm joking. It is yellow? Yeah. Is this one always going to be the yellow one? The Colony was actually good. The first season, like the first few episodes, I was insanely confused about why they were doing things the way that they were. But it made a little bit more sense later on. Okay, last time, let's see. Are we in the same buildings? Same rooms? Same something? Which one did I take for M last time? I don't remember. Let's go over there and check and see. Maybe I should write this down. It might wind up being the same exact ones every time. For me, Stargate ended before the introduction of the Ori. Felt too forced. Atlantis wrapped it up nicely. And I wish the universe got more seasons. I don't know. It did seem like they were forcing some bits of it, like the guy that replaced O'Neill. I didn't really care for his character. I was not interested in his backstory. Whenever we learned more about his backstory, I wasn't really that invested in him because O'Neill had been around for so long. But at the same time, I liked the Daniel and Vala thing. I really enjoyed that part of it. It felt like after the thing that he went through with his wife and all of the time he spent looking for her and waiting, and the dynamic between him and Vala kind of made up for the what's-his-face's weirdness. I saw someone once describe as The Walking Dead shows as an endless journey to Georgia because it's the only safe place. The funny thing is they were only in Georgia during the first part of it. The last part of it, they went to Washington. Well, not even Alexandria. They went further north. They didn't stay down here. Ow, man. Damn it. Okay. Red. Was it red last time too? So is this one actually going to be the same each time? It's a little bit dark over here. She brought some good levity to the show. She did. She was hilarious, and I do appreciate a character who uses humor in a different way. Like how's the best way to describe this? Because I'm such a contrarian whenever it comes to this, I swear. Where's fire? Where's fire? Over here. Whenever they brought in Samantha Clark, who is a scientist, her first line is, "Just because my organs are on the inside instead of the outside." That line, that thing that they eventually they made fun of later on. The earlier days of the show, when was it filmed? Like 90s? It was okay to make jokes at the expense of someone's sex. Like you could pick on a dude for being a dude. You could pick on a chick for being a chick, especially when they overindulged in such things. So the problem is like, okay, there's gonna be some people who disagree with me. I get it, but hear me out here.
What is up?
Um,
So for me.
in some cases, okay, lady, don't talk like that right behind my head. That is disgusting. Don't do that. Feminism has brought in some good things, like a little bit of good things, yes. But it's also brought with it some really bad things, some really horrible, over-the-top, ridiculous things. Women walking around acting like they can do the same thing as a dude does. It's like, no, you can't. You might be able to lift weights and lift the same size box as a smaller man might be able to do or something like that. Yeah, there's always going to be outliers and stuff, but men and women were never meant to do the same things. We were built for and given the genes for different things, and that is actually a good thing. It's an awesome thing. It means, like I don't know, if you just think about it in gaming terms, one person, whenever you're in a survival game, one person's doing the building, one person's doing the cooking, one person's out scavenging, and that's why that works. Whenever you're playing a, like, I don't know, one of those multiplayer fast shooter things, you've got the DPS, you've got the tank, you've got the healer. Those are intentional. They work. They work. And if you take that out of the human race, it does not work. So I got why they did Samantha the way that they did, because women were just now getting into the workforce and being taken seriously. I understand that, and it's awesome. I do. But the fact that they felt the need to take any bit of what made her a woman kind of sort of out of it, and apparently whenever she showed up in Stargate Atlantis, whenever McKay was having his hallucination and he visioned her a little underdressed than she usually is, people hated him for it. And it's like, yeah, that's the mentality around the situation, but it was actually kind of freaking hilarious, especially later on when he thanked her for it. And she's like, what? That whole thing was hilarious. And is probably very realistic because of it. And Vala brought back some of that female energy instead of woman being female, being herself. Not that she wasn't great at her feminine side, but she kind of lacked some of it trying to fit into a man world in the military. It was nice having someone who brought that back to that. Why did I run into that? I just felt like vomiting. Hang on, wait for it, wait for it. There we go. Nice.
Come on, man, be cool.
No! Anyway, that's my 2 cents on Vala. I know not everybody liked her character, but I absolutely adored her character. She was hilarious. And the dynamic of the two of them together was great. The episode where they were shown walking back, you know, with their clothes, and you actually see Samantha in her outside of work gear showing off her feminine side again. I was like, that I wish we had seen more of, you know, earlier in the season. Okay, now. One's on the right side, one's on the left side. L is... which one? Musical again. C is... beauty, so it's just the other side of the hallway. Blue was over here, so I'm going to take blue and go over there and see if it's the same. You can stop teleporting to me, lady. Alright, let's go get warmed up. I was going to ask you to watch my mannequin so it didn't go anywhere, you a-hole. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Not that anybody's actually asking my 2 cents, I'm just of a mood to give my 2 cents, I guess. You see me behind my barrel? Wow, I can't believe you saw me behind my barrel. 1997? Yeah. And it was made even, you know, earlier than that. It's back when it was okay for dudes to flirt with chicks, you know, and occasionally make an inappropriate joke so some woman could be like, roll her eyes and then think it's funny. You know, that kind of thing. It was just like... Of course, I'm from that era, so it makes sense to me. Sorry, due to inflation, it's now your 20 cents? Aw, man. Okay, okay. I forgot about that inflation. It was originally offered to Krista Allen, the woman from the elevator in Liar Liar. I don't know who that is. Oh, let me see if I can... Are we safe here? Let's just sneak. Obviously, me crouched down is... That's not how you spell it. No, I like Claudia Black better. I'm going based completely on looks. I don't know how her acting is. Maybe she could have made up for it. Back when people didn't get hurt over every little thing. Yeah, exactly. I mean, even if someone made an inappropriate joke, you could just roll your eyes and move on with your day. Well, which one did I say was over here? Oh, there's a map right there, dude. That would have been helpful to know. Hey!
I think they saw
Dadgummit. There goes that launch. Here, let me at least put something in my hand so I can smack somebody if I need to. I thought it was the same place. Is it the same place on the other side? I don't see it. Oh, okay. What color are we doing? Ma'am, what color is this? Is that green? That might be green. Might have the wrong one. Whoa! Sorry, lady. I was actually not even paying attention to that you were standing there. Which one did I pick up? Blue. I'm pretty sure the one with the blue just had blue shoes, didn't it? Okay, we'll try and set her on here. Nope. It's on the other side. Awesome. Let's get my stamina back. Yeah, I do miss the day and age where people didn't get easily hurt. That you could watch things that didn't have subtle messaging in it. I mean, all kinds of stuff. I miss those types of days. I miss those types of shows. And it has always been my fear if they brought back, like, Stargate or, like, Firefly. Everybody's waited for Firefly to come back. I've always been afraid if they brought those shows back, they simply could not do that anymore. Because the type of humor that was in there to begin with, people see it as problematic now. I can't. Okay, yeah, I think she is blue in here. Got to be, I only have so many of these. Picks it up and immediately starts going in the wrong direction. Oh, man. You better be glad I missed, lady. Better be glad. I had bad intentions. Where is my way into that building? I have to go all the way around, aren't I? After I find some fire. Right there. Farscape return after so long. They couldn't do it justice. Farscape was already like someone was on crack. I swear. If they do it, it's gonna have to be like a Jay and Silent Bob and the guy from Shaun of the Dead in it. It's the only way it's going to work. They're the only ones with that kind of humor nowadays. Yeah, open the door. Open the door! There we go. Ugly freaking mannequin, dude. There we go. Or the same group that did Z Nation. They might be able to handle something like that. Though sadly Z Nation got things like that. Z Nation is newer-ish. It obviously ended a long time ago, but it was kind of not really a spoof, but almost a spoof of a lot of like the zombie genre is basically what it was. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. And it didn't last all that long either. I really think that show was going somewhere. It was hilarious. The freaking cheese wheel, dude! Can you imagine like a remake of Blazing Saddles with it like these days? Oh my goodness, I don't even want to know. It wouldn't be funny, that's for sure. It wouldn't be. So everybody gets their feelings hurt nowadays. Everybody's in their feels. There was one theory. Tell me if you guys think this. This is a theory that I have heard. Okay, in past generations, people have been at war. Just about every single generation had like a big war that they had to deal with between World War I, World War II, Vietnam, you know, other skirmishes and stuff like that that happened throughout history. People dealt with war and famine and like the Depression and, you know, like these big, serious things that people had to survive, you know? And the reason why this generation has such a hard time with anything is because we haven't really had that much. Like Gen X had Afghanistan and stuff, that long, never-ending war that they put on. But later generations like millennials and stuff like that didn't have that. So instead of actual violence being violence, actual... How do you say the one that doesn't get you demonetized? Actual, when saying no doesn't make a difference. That type of thing. Because apparently you can't say the word because the word is bad. Those types of situations, having those actually happen is more serious than someone saying, if you say some word to me, it is the same as this. And it's like, no, someone saying a word to you is not violence. Have you guys never been taught sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me? That phrase got lost somewhere, and people started thinking that words were actually violence. And it's like what is the phrase? You're because you speak against this thing or you make fun of said thing, you are trying to kill it. And it's like, no, that's not actually the same thing. And the theory goes that I am going to annihilate your face. What'd I say?
Cruel son of a bitch.
Wait until I get that brick back again. People's inability to handle higher amounts of stress is because they weren't raised in an era where higher amounts of stress did happen. Like, they were never forced to actually survive famine. They were never actually forced to survive actual violence and things like that. And therefore, nowadays, because they didn't actually survive those things, they think minor things are those things. Does that make sense? I've heard that theory. And their citing for that was, what was it? Lord of the Rings. The guy that wrote that was in World War I or World War II? Which one was it? That dude wrote that as like an analogy for good versus evil during this great war and stuff like that. So because this generation hasn't got that that pool of craziness that happened in their life, that sense of survival, that survival of violence or something like that, they have a hard time writing stories where those are actually things. Where the bid for survival is actually a bid for survival. It's not words or violence and I survived at someone saying a word. That kind of thing. Hi, lady! Ow. Rude. I was supposed to slide. The slide did not happen. And that's the reason why a lot of writing nowadays is not very good, and why a lot of people are like, don't make new series, because these new writers don't have a pool of experience to base it on. What do you guys think? I know a lot of people are around my age. Not everybody is around my age. Some people are younger, some people are older. So, in your experience with media now, would you say that that's possibly... Wow, all of those things happened at the same time. Would you say that maybe that might be a potential cause or drawback? I don't know. Question mark? What are you guys' thoughts on that? I heard it as a theory and I was like, maybe. Maybe? There we go. Originally, Mel Brooks wanted Pryor to play the sheriff, but Warner Brothers were against it because of his drug abuse, so Mel walked off the set for a few days and came back with Pryor as part of the screenwriter instead. Alright. Are writers creating new stuff? I thought they were copying the old stuff. Everything to me is a redo. Yeah, that's kind of the same problem. It's like they don't have a well of experience, good and bad, to draw on, so they have a hard time writing new stuff. And even the stuff that they rewrite is shallow. Case in point, The Witcher. I watched the first episode, I watched the second episode, and it's like the writing deteriorated over time. And it was actually like the writer herself was like, I'm trying to imagine myself in this story, and I'm trying to take this writer's experiences and then write into the world my own stuff. And it's like, yeah, but you're a bad writer, lady. I'm sorry, but you don't write well.
But I'm glad you tried.
Whereas the dude that actually wrote it apparently had a well of experience and possibly, well, probably a lot of therapy bills, let's be honest, in some cases, that attribute to his ability to write the things in the stuff. You have to have experience to write things in your wheelhouse in a lot of cases. Some people don't have the imagination to pull stuff out of nowhere. Maybe that's the reason why writing sucks nowadays. Anyway, that was a theory that I'd heard. I need to run to the restroom. So I also need to check on my fire to make sure it's still going. It took me a while to get started today. Not as long as yesterday, but today. Still took a minute. So everybody run to the restroom, grab you a drink, or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and get the ad out of the way so you guys won't have to worry about it. Perfect example, Five Nights at Freddy's movies. They're making it as close to the game and book lore as the fans are really enjoying it. Yes. As long as they can actually go for the original stuff, it's good. I shall be right back.
They're here.
Airtime. guys. Uh, the Trader Gen model release has been coming out. Have you guys seen it yet? Oh boy. Of course there's a whole lot of people that are just like A-okay with it. But there are some people that are calling it out for being too clean. Here, let me bookmark so I can find it. Okay. I'm moving the game so it doesn't boot me out right quick. There we go. There we go. Hi. What are you doing, Hiroki dude? This is the new Trader Gen model. There are seriously no ass men in the fun pumps. None. None. Trader Jen has no hips and no ass. What the heck, dude? What the heck? I don't even know. What the heck is this? Seriously. I'm off enjoying the roaring fireplace while the mods are in the basement taking turns hugging the hot water pipes to keep warm? What? Who's getting the information out of the basement? You guys aren't supposed to... I mean, no, they have heat. Anyway, I just my 2 cents on Jen. It's not surprising, though. Not surprising at all. You have dudes that like butts, and then you have dudes that just like the boobs, and it's like they ignore the other part. It's just rude. It's just rude, guys. Can't believe they've done this. Just spoil the auction. Hold on, this one's going to take a minute? Seize the narcotics didn't take all that. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. And it wasn't a roaring fireplace, by the way. It had almost gone out. I completely forgot about putting a log in there. I need to go in there at least once an hour to put a log into the fire, or it will go out. But there are some people who are already talking about the gen design, some people who absolutely love it, and some people that are like, it's the apocalypse, why isn't she dirty? And I'm like, where's her butt? She doesn't have a butt. If you're gonna give her big boobs, you have to give her a good base for all of the boob. And if possible, I would like 5 frames a second when she moves for all the jiggle physics. The game is not complete until that happens. Just saying. So you need to drop a log once an hour. I think you need to see a doctor. Yeah, I probably would need to see a doctor. I mean, on my fire. I had to go in there and stoke the fire and put a couple of logs on it in order to get it to work again, because it was going down. It was yelling timber. Wait, I come back and did you not see the picture of the new gen? Hang on, I'll bring it back up for you. I saw it while I was on my break. While I was replacing the logs, I was looking through here to see if anything had popped up. This is the new gen model. I'm going to say that it looks nice. It's a whole lot of makeup for the apocalypse. I'm assuming she's not selling us any makeup because she's using it all. But ultimately, it's not a bad model. The hair looks good and everything. I don't mind the flower. Looks nice. But this is her body. And there, of course, are some ladies talking about, her boobs are too big. Her boobs are fine. It does not matter. My problem is she has no hips and no ass. Can we get a Stellar Blade look? Can we have that? Can I have like a toggle between ass man and ass man and boob man toggle for my gen? I'm not a man. I just want her to have some more hips so she looks like a woman instead of dudes have the... You guys know what I'm saying. I shouldn't have to talk about the woman's physique. She has no hips. Women have hips. Of course, women who have had children have bigger hips, but I would say she's probably never had a child with these size hips, but she should at least have an ass. This is I've held onto a fart too long type of ass cheeks. That's what it looks like. Okay, anyway, I'm done. Anyway. no hips and no ass would be immersive. No, you can give them a, you know, there's a difference between a no hump and a scooched butt. You know, whenever a dog has got worms and they rub their butt in the carpet, that kind of look? That's kind of the thing I'm seeing. Can we have a toggle for Jen? One for the boobs, one for the butt. Right now, my biggest problem is even if I want to, on the player model itself, our women can't have an ass. None of the ladies' models are actually built for ass people. This is a personal problem I have, because I am built the other way, you know? More of a pear. And therefore, I relate more with a pear shape than I do with a... What's the top part? An inverted one? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Give me these. I don't know. Then you can have both switches where you get both the butt and the ass. Can we have that? You want an hourglass model? Yeah! Stellar blade, please. I am firmly of the belief you can have an exceptionally attractive woman playing a game, or, you know, being a character in the game, and it also not being porn. There's a difference. For some reason, in this day and age, in this climate, it's either ugly character or porn. There's not an in-between, but there's actually an in-between that exists in the world. It does. You can have both. Well, not both, but you can have a combination, you know, like an in-between. I really need a fire. Okay, I can't see. No. Oh my gosh, don't get impatient with it. And it's also the same way in Fallout. Those characters don't have a butt either. I could really use a fire right now. Drop that somewhere. Let me through. Wait. Where is fire? Has anybody seen a fire since I started? Holy crap, where is fire? It was only when I started. Oh, you're gonna bring me back in this exact same spot and I'm gonna have the same problem. To be fair, we're talking about the fun place. Yeah. I mean, and don't get me wrong, that both exist and both are fine. Just, it seems like you can't even have the choice in the game for your character to have one too. And trust me when I say that there are some dudes that play the game that intentionally play a female character, and they're fisting to have third-person characters, and they are going to play a female character just because they want to look at their character, and some of them are butt guys. They are. Some of them are boob guys, some of them are butt guys. You can't even make a player character that has a butt. So they're going to be disappointed, all of those people. Where am I at? You mean to tell me all I had to do was turn right and there was one right there? I just panicked for no reason. Sounds about right. What the heck was even that? Wait. I knew it as soon as I did it. Soon as I did it. Leave that right there for a second. And again. Okay, there's that, which means it's not here. It was not there either. Hi, dude. over here. Okay. In my opinion, I'm more concerned about the other models. Frost trolls and such. I'm still waiting until they add magic. Yeah, that is true, because Jen is not really that important because you'll never actually get behind Jen to find out she doesn't have a butt, so it doesn't really matter. But I've already pointed out the fact that we have workout gear that looks really ridiculous, and it just makes the female chick look like she's got poopy butt. Like she soiled her diaper or something. It's just really odd. It's an odd choice, you know? Okay. Let me go the right way here. After I warm back up. I don't know. Are we ever eventually going to get that sliding thing where you can develop characters the way you want to? Or is it just always going to be pre-packaged models? Hopefully at least they didn't give them the constipated face like they do in Left 4 Dead. No, they just have constipated attitudes. Alright, which one is it? I think it's that one. Ah, okay. That one. The freeze. Okay. Stop. There we go. You've played less and less, and you know, you just really don't care. Yeah. I'm at the point where I don't care as much as I did, especially since I'm no longer getting notifications when something dumb happens. But at the same time, it's like, it's a dumpster fire and I can't take my eyes off of it.
All the masks are off now.
Okay. It's not that way. Is it this way? Yeah. Oh, so you kind of built your name on 7 days? Yeah, that's true. I mean, the channel kind of picked up a little bit, like there was little boosts from different games. But 7 days was like the biggest boost. But even back when I started, there was already people who saw the cracks in the game. I was just optimistic that, you know, things were going to get better. So... Found you through the joke mod? Oh man, the joke mod was so good. I need to go back and play the joke mod again. I know there are some people who are like die-hard 7 days to die players and stuff, and they did not appreciate the silliness that was the joke mod. I thought it was absolutely 100% awesome. The bananas, dude. The bananas. Got me every time. I guess I'll take that. Is he still over there? Here, let me hold that. If anything, it just makes something that takes up less space. Oh, hang on. No, wait. And the Karen series. Uh-oh. Karen's Bane. Is she still making the noise even though I'm standing right next to a fire? I mean, there's another human in the fire, but it's fine. I know a handful of streamers from the Tube. They play 7 Days. You are one of them. Yeah, I've noticed there's a lot of 7 Days folks out there that have, without saying how bad things have gotten, have quietly moved on to other things. And it's like, I feel like you probably should have said something, you know? Instead of just walking away. I guess maybe they're hoping things will get better and then they'll just be able to go back and, you know, do whatever. But it's like... Okay. Like, whatever. Alright. Oh my gosh, I can't see crap. I take it the fireplace is like next to where the thermometer, not thermometer, but thermostat is. Pep's just changed it anyways. Yeah. So have you guys, I know that a lot of you have probably moved away from it, but have you guys been keeping up with what the next update is going to be bringing in? I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think the problem still persists, though this is a step in the right direction.
Careful, boy. A lot of nuts out there.
Aight. I'll take your word for it, my dude. Oop. I was actually just going for the gift! Okay. I guess I'll go this way. It's fine. And I got the gift that I needed anyway. I was actually more looking for evidence because I don't have all of the stuff and things I need. Is he still in here? I think he teleported back. Hang on. Good heavens. Oh my gosh. Now would be a good time. So he's just gonna randomly spray me. Okay. Got everything I needed though. Just because. It's not stingy, nobody else was using it. They apparently have added stinky farts. Yeah, they have. When your character gets dysentery, you know, that butt symbol that's got the leak coming out of it that's on the side, that's always like, great, that's disgusting, but alright. Now your character creates gas. I don't know if there's actually a sound effect that's going to play, but apparently it will warn zombies around you that you have gas. Because they brought smell back in, so they've had to not just add smell back in, they had to add so many other things, and, you know. That they did. Obviously, there are some people out there that are going to be like, oh, that is so cool. Whenever you have gas, it alerts the zombies, and it's like... I'm not sure if that's actually accurate, though. Does that mean the worse your gas is, the more dead you're gonna smell, and therefore zombies won't come for you? If we're gonna go immersive, go all in, okay? If you're gonna have dysentery, go all in on the dysentery. That way, it will hide you from the zombies. How about we go there?
We're trying to make. I need you to join me in the miracle.
Nope, I don't think they are. I feel like you're the reason why we have stinky farts inside 7 days. Not that person in particular, but that outfit. Give it 5 minutes before they remove it again while making posts. We had to remove stinky parts. That's pushback from the Raiders for another 12 months. Yeah. Some people get their feelings hurt because they got dysentery or something like that, and then they start complaining like they did everything else. Honestly, at this point, with the way 7 Days has done what they did, the long creation time, how long has it been? It was 2012, 13? So 12 years it's been in development. So in all that time, they've made basically 2 distinct games, more or less, and variations like shades of gray in between, but 2 distinct games. And there are 2 different fan bases. And they don't get along. Basically. Oh, I have to destroy the mines. I have not been doing that. I've just been running over them with my face. Jeez. All that work. I really don't like any of these missions, to be honest with you. Kill the snitches could. Poison the cattle is okay. Don't really care for beguile the children. I like the environment. Like I said, I don't really care for the mission. This one's not too bad. Actually, we'll go standard. I think this circles back to bad writing. Yeah, kinda. Windows version was released 2013, so approximately 12 years, 11 years-ish kind of thing. And it's not necessarily the writing, though some of that does have to do with the writing, because they're also in the process of trying to figure out how to get the game to work with the story mode. And I think the problem is, well, I don't think they ever considered that. Hell, I even did a mini-series talking about all the lore that they could create around all the zombies and everything that could have to do with, and I don't think anybody ever watched any of those. It's like they've got so much material they could be working with, but I don't think they're going to. They put farts in the game and put jiggle physics on jockstraps. So, I mean, there's that. Not that I have a problem with jiggle physics on jockstraps and farts. Those don't really bother me. It's just like, it'd be cool if the game had an ending of some sort and a middle. Actually, yeah, it'd be better if it had a middle. I don't really care much about the ending. I'll be honest with you, I could care less if they ever give it a story. As long as they've promised one, I would like to see it eventually happen as like an end cap on it saying permanently, this is done. This is absolutely done. We're not going to do anything else with it besides sell you bullshit. If they did that, I would be okay, but like, if you want to add jiggle physics to jockstraps and fart jokes into the game, then you probably should have the middle of the game figured out, you know? And that part's still not done. Like, they're bringing back jars and things like that, but there's still the whole, you have to find 5,000 books. It's the great book hunt, you know? Which is not fun. It's still not fun. I don't care which way you do it. It's not fun. Did they take away my bricks? No, my bricks! Ah, there's one. I gotta destroy these. There's one. Two. Those jars are instantly consumed. Yeah, but they've also changed that too. Apparently they already got pushback. And they're going to put it on where you can change a slider to determine how often you lose it, or if you do it all. And they did add in the ability to craft it, but you have to have a crucible to do so. Don't you touch me! Okay, he's going to do it anyway. There we go. I mean, more right on the creative aspect. Sometimes I wonder if the same guy in Alpha 8 is still in the building. That's true. And now, let's put it this way. Chances are the same guy may still exist at the company, But he may not be in charge anymore, or he might have completely changed. I mean, it's been 12 years. People's interests changed, and I have to say... I mean, I'm sitting here playing Outlast Trials, of all things. This is so far away from 7 Days, which I've played for years. People get tired of the same type of game, and if you're developing a game and have been working on it for 12 years, what's the likelihood that you are tired of working on the game? Which is probably the reason why we suddenly got a whole batch of magical creatures and magical armor. They're just like, I'm tired of working on it, let me make it into something else. And it's like, yeah, but you can't do that. Go make a second game if that's what you want to do. You can't do that. Stop your things. You can't start reading a book and then say, I'm tired of reading this book. Let me become a painter and then take that book and start painting the book. It's not the way that works. Particularly if you don't actually own the book. Hold on, aren't we supposed to be... Yeah, we're supposed to be using batteries. Full battery. No, it's not. Wait, I just saw the fire. Let go! They changed it. Well, that's another 7 months without raiders. The possibility, though they apparently have already implemented it. The part that took the longest amount of time was probably changing the UI to make it a slider in the menu. So... I mean, I agree at this particular point, just about everything that they put into the game is going to have to be a slider because they divided their fan base. And it wouldn't be so bad if the fan base had similar interests, but they kind of really don't. Not to mention you also have like a younger generation of people who like TikTok and shorts and things like that, and they don't want to spend 5,000 years to do the thing. They want the game to gamify it so it's, you know, like immediate gratification. In some ways, I would say I'm kind of guilty of that. Not the immediate gratification part of it, but it's like, I don't want to spend 5 years mining. I don't. But as a survival game, you actually have a choice. Well, survival sandbox game. You have a choice in whether or not you choose to spend your game time that way. You could go do it a different way. Only in this particular instance, wow, that's a lot of gas all over the place, dude. Jeez, how many generators you think I'm trying to do? Shut up! I need to go find fire. Okay. They're dealing with that lack of attention span and everything like that, so if they don't gamify stuff, people will just stop playing it. Especially since the game has been out for so long. And I have to say that there's a few developers out there, not going to name names.
Thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
Thank you. Oh, there's a fire. I ran all the way back. Am I in? I'm in dark. Okay. Dark? Yes. I need another drink. Oh, a bottle. How did it go right over his head? Dude, you went down too fast. Didn't mean it that way. Where'd he go?
I know how to spot a communist. Darn it!
There. I'm supposed to be hitting him while I'm standing next to a fire. Oh, of course, she's over here somewhere. Every time. Lady! I need... There's my generator. I'm actually looking for this. I'm not, dude.
I just want to help. Okay, you got me. Hey, man.
Hey! I thought you said I got you. Good. Oh man, and then frost. And then frost on top of it. No, 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 no. I wasn't actually looking for you right now, Coil. My bad. I was looking for the fire. Okay, we're good. Panic is averted.
I wish your mama was here to see you die. What happens to you in the park?
New microtransactions and reusable chars only 10. Oh my gosh. You know the entire fan base would riot if they actually did that. But there would still be at least one person that's like, mod your game, you don't have to do it. At least one. Perpetually dick sucking. Perpetually. Do you have a bottle in here? I'm just out here ignoring the job that I'm supposed to be doing so I can try and find things to throw at Coil. There are so many barrels back here. This is like the perfect place to try and get more of those numbers up. I don't see any throwables though. Sucks. Okay. Oh, wait, there's another one. Or maybe the original creator doesn't get his ideas added anymore and everyone else is putting in ideas. It's a possibility too. The company has grown a lot. It's not just that they have brought in a couple of people to do coding or work on graphics. That's more voices added to the mix. Plus the main guy who's doing it has apparently changed his vision for it. I'm pulling this crank! You know, come say something to me about it. Yeah, over here. There we go. No. 2 people does not a party make, dude. Okay. I need to check inside that room for evidence. I really want to collect all that woman's info. If I had a throwable. I'm not collecting her information fast enough. There's not one in here. Where else is there usually one? Thought that, and they made the game so much for the players, they tried to spoil us, and now it's not their game. I don't know about all that. I think at the beginning part of it, I don't know if you guys saw the video that IZ Prebuilt made about, you know, basically the crowdfunding and the promises and, you know, basically all of that stuff. Let me go over here and find a fire. That's not a present. Doesn't even look like one. I would like fire, please. There we go. Whenever the Fun Pimps did their spiel to try and get money for their stuff, they made a promise to make the game that their customers wanted. And that's basically the premise for, it's our game, we can do what we want to, into, no, you promised everybody their game, you have to make their game. And maybe there's a bit of resentment because of that. So we sold our rights to the game that we wanted to make, and we haven't been able to slowly transfer it into the game we want to make anymore, or I don't know. It's a possibility. Screw it, you want the sequel, 14 Days to Die? Oh no. Nah, it's gonna be a DLC, it'll be like $40 in store. And you'll have to have the original game to download it. perfect example of a studio that cares about the game as community. Hytale first went into development in 2015 by Hypixel Studios, bought by Riot in 2018. Riot canceled Hytale in 2025. OG founder of Hypixel came back and got the game in 2025 in November. Pre-orders start 2 days. Game releases 2026. Nice.
I'll do anything you want. Just get me out.
I just happened to start pushing him at the same time she came in here. Don't you do it! Ow! I should have jumped. No. I don't need help. I got it. I got it, lady. Make it a throwable. Okay. Probably should have gotten that battery, but oh well. Get that. And that. Okay. Now, the endless process of looking for bodies. Can I ask you to relocate, please? Oh, you didn't see me, lady. Dadgummit. I just found the thing I was looking for. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, Scoob. Okay. I zigged when I should have zagged? Yeah, apparently. Be more like an Oblivion remake, spend another full price for a better looking Frostral. Yeah, probably. In fairness, in Oblivion, they were working with a better start off of a game anyway. Oblivion was a decent, good game. I don't know about the... Why are you standing there? I need to go that way. Move your butt. Lady? I'm not gonna waste this. I need to wait. And people have been looking for remakes of those older games. I think people were waiting for like Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas and not Fallout New Vegas with the exact same graphics and everything else like that and a big plastic thing. That's not what they were waiting for. Okay, let me root around in you for just a second so that I can get this, and then I can go over there by the fire. Okay, lady, I need you to follow me. Was there a fire over here? There's one down here somewhere. Follow me, lady. There it is. Found the fire. It was not the fire I was looking for. He's following me. Let me go over here. You guys have gotten too used to me being over here. Bleh. Not sure what my finger was doing. Don't ask. Okay, let's go over here. Where's the fire? Fire, fire, fire. I feel like I belong on Beavis and Butthead. Fire. Fire. Can't do the laugh, though. There's one. Waiting for the Temple of Elemental Evil, but I ain't gonna spend what I did for the game. I have. Yeah, I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to realize this economy is not good for like the $80 game thing or $70 or whatever if they price themselves that way. If they make a game that's requires that kind of a price tag, they're probably not going to sell very well. Trying to remember the person I was watching. It's like there's new data coming out that people are purchasing less games, and the games that they are purchasing are less priced because they just simply can't afford it anymore. Which, completely understandable. I mean, playing video games is part of my job. I still absolutely refuse to pay $60 for a game. I will wait for it to go on sale. What did I do that for? I needed to hit his face while I was standing next to fire. That was a waste. There it is. Okay. Ow, man, I was hoping I was gonna... You don't get 2 hits! Apparently he does. I'm also supposed to be destroying the mines, and I've just completely ignored that one. I pinned the one I'm not doing. Do you have any more bottles? You got them bottles, bro? I don't see any. Okay, I've got enough to open all of the gates. QVC Shopping Network? I play games? Dude, no, I just thought we were having a conversation. You could see what I'm doing? Wait, what did I just say? That was another one. She's right behind me. Alley-oop. And in there. Get this organ sample for only 3 payments? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Once you start down the long line of shops. I think with this update there's also supposed to be a new skin with a Santa hat. The Santa hat has been in the game since I've played, so... Nor do I know whether or not there's any hoops you have to jump through in order to get said free thing. Because last time there was a free thing that hoops you had to jump through in order to get, so I have no idea. Okay. Sadly, I didn't find any adrenaline. I was looking.
What did he do, Tommy? Whatever he said, he's lying.
Stamina, please. Fire dude just went by.
Following the TV screens.
Am I following the TV screens? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean and what you're talking about. Talking about? Fuck it, words. Making word. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Do you have anything? Sounds like I've been drinking them bottles. How do you think they got empty? It didn't start that way.
Murkoff's gonna kill your gullible ass.
Come on, stamina. Okay, this time I actually have to stop and go find fire. Not gonna find one in here, though. That's just a death trap waiting to happen. This way? Yeah. Oh, man. I feel like there's been a... Dadgummit. A distinct lack of adrenaline in this trial. Don't step on that. Ugh! Why are you in there, dude? Do you even have a reason? How did you know I was going in there? Are you reading my mind, Coil? I know it's a disturbing place. I'm actually gonna go in there to see if I can find any adrenaline stuff, because it seems like my characters just can't move for very long before I'm completely out of stamina. How did you know I was going in there? Thanks, dude, but flattery will get you nowhere. I'm going this way. No, wait, what were you hiding in here? No, not an adrenaline. Damn. I ran past the confidential room, but I honestly have no idea where I ran past it at. DS and DST, what is that? Ooh. Mount Massive Archives. I thought I already found that one. Don't starve. Oh, yeah. That's true. Okay. Now that I have officially fixed the mission... Oh, here we go. I need more throwables, though. Where was that mine that I saw? There's another one. Okie dokie. Oh, we can get out of here. After I warm up. My tootsies are cold. Thank you. I'm sorry, Cole. I didn't mean to take your love interest. My bad. Okay. I've used Murkoff's entire supply. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, I do need to put another fire in the log. I need to put another log in the fire. Talking just gets better, you know? You just get better at it with time. Just like I never get lost because every way is north. I'll be digested alive. Is that a good comeback for someone saying eat me?
You're letting the fear feed you. I knew you deserved my love. Maybe now you know it too.
I don't believe you, Easterman. Oh, all of the superheroes are in here. Cool. Stop, mouse. Diagum. Gonna make someone nauseous. Okay, I'll be right back. I've got to grab me a refill. I am going to play another run after this, so we got a little bit more time. I'm going to go get me a refill and put a log on the fire. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Reaper. Oh, also, for those of you who like to... I don't know how easily it is to do on your phone nowadays, but if you make clips of the channel, apparently now they have a rating system where people can, like, upvote it or something like that somewhere. I just saw that on... X, I think is where I saw the announcement. I'm not sure how the interface works. I haven't actually looked at it. I just remember reading it. So, if you happen to be the type that like to make clips, do clips away, because I do look through the clips and I do post them to the channel. So, if something silly happens, if jokes are made, if I have a that's what she said moment and I didn't catch it. 10 medicines near a heat source. Mines. Secondary objective. Okay. I really want to get this one done so that I can find out what's in part 2. Poison the cattle. But you are she, and that's what, and that is what you said? Yeah, that's probably true. If Liz squeaks. I don't squeak, I don't know what you're talking about. Just seen the title of your new vein mini. Yeah. As per the usual, I make a silly mistake. Poison the milk and we will let you out. Give it a Dairy Queen, they'll do it. I feel like I could use some more caffeine, but I'm like at the part of the day where I don't know if caffeine right now is a good idea. I may not sleep tonight if I have caffeine now. Choices. Besides, I think I've already talked you guys' ear off about my opinion on dumb things lately anyway. And that typically is a sign that I overindulged in caffeine. Let's go see if there's evidence. Aha! Yay! That one is for... You're not gonna tell me what it was for? What do you mean, game? Okay, I've got the gifts. I break the minds of Moria. Where I go, would it count if I actually... No, it doesn't count if you take it over, right? It does. Never mind. I thought me taking it over wouldn't count as destroying it. I was wrong. I'm freezing. Where's fire? I feel like last time we played this there was fire on one of the sides. I'm gonna die because I was not paying attention. That was silly. Sleep is overrated. Insomnia is your true gamer way. I don't know about all that. I'm an individual who absolutely adores their sleep and have since I was a kid. Hell, if I could get away with a nap and good sleep, I would do it. I just can't do both. Unless, of course, if I'm sick or something like that, in which case I can pull off both. Hi, how you doing? How goes your stuff? How goes your things? Okay. I'm not sure how this one is going to feel playing it by myself, because last time we did this one, it was a pain in the butt and we had a group of people. Because this area has got poisonous air and we have the warmth problem. Are you over here? Yes. Come on, stamina. Is there a... Hold on. Sometimes there's an evidence down here. It's not down there. Okay, that's one. Now I got two things I gotta deal with. Thankfully, you don't actually get cold again while you're in a hiding spot. So there is that. There's another one. Get that. Uh-oh. I guess I went upstairs. Yep. No. I do not need your help, dude. I can go crazy on my own. I absolutely do not need help with that. 100% do not need that kind of help.
Come here,
Oh,
you.
man.
I'm only trying to help.
I don't believe you. Idiot.
Oh, you fix it.
Uh-huh. I have been called worse. Okay. We got one there. We got one over there, so... And we got one there. The other one's over here, probably. Ah. Got it? Oh my goodness. A little bit of warm. Go back over here. Get all the smoke. Okay. The only issue is now I'm gonna have to go around and look for more presents. I don't see any down there. A brick! I feel like we have been brick deprived. Suffering withdrawals from brick. And set you right there. They just want a hug? I don't believe yet. I don't believe that. He says he only wants to help, but I don't believe him. Okay, drop that one right there. So we're gonna slowly walk those guys towards the exit. Give me a second. I'm gonna check over here to see whether or not we've got some gifts over here. No. Why? Hi, Jaeger. How are you doing? I said something about a gift and Jaeger was like, she's obviously talking about me! Do you freeze at all? No, I didn't think you did. Alright, let's go somewhere there's a little bit more room to move. Let's go in here. Oh, there's one. Do you have presents? Not you? Why is it when I say that bad guy shows up?
Why don't you get out of here?
Okay. No! Hold on, wait! It's a tiddly bit nipply! Okay, we're good. Oh, did he not know that I came over here? Present? No! I know I want to unwrap the gift. No, Jaeger can stay wrapped. I'm completely okay with that. Oh, there's one. Oh, she's finally found me. Dude, seriously? Oh no. I was not expecting it to take that long to get inside there. You put your cuss words in weird places. Just saying. Instead of someone being like, I want a fucking hot dog, they're like, I want a hot fucking dog. It's like the placement's weird. I need 2 more. The presents are actually not that far from where they need to be. Not the presents, but the chems. You got the present? Who is making that noise? Yeah, I don't see one in here. Has she left? It takes her a long time to get from the casino over to this area. Okay, she might have left though. Has it been 2 minutes? Maybe. Let's go check over here. Kiss his mama with that mouth? You get your teeth knocked out. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, dude. You got a gift in here? Is that premature shooting? You didn't see me. I don't like here. Here is cold. How dare you talk about my mama that way? I don't want to know what she likes, dude. These are not conversations I ever want to have. Okay, since he's over here shooting everything up, how about we do a quick drop this thing somewhere? Okay. Nope, 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 nope. I think he's out. Stop trying to help, dude. You suck at it. Oh, sad gas guy noises. Actually, no, I can sacrifice that. If I was standing near a fire, I would smack you in the head, my dude. Where is another present at, dude? There are so many throwables over... There's one. I need a bad guy over here. There are so many throwables. What the heck was that? Hello? Sit there. Hold on, there's a grunt. Can I get you to follow me? Pardon? Hi. Now follow me this way, so I can not behave. This way. I need to be near the fire source while I do this. Follow me. Dude. Come on. You're gonna make me freeze. Come on. Are you seriously? Okay, maybe I pull the giant? Is the giant close enough where I can pull her out? There's another gift. Maybe if I bring her out this door? Him. Hi, can you follow me?
I can see you now!
Follow me this way, dude. No, I need you to follow me. You see? See? Don't let me throw the bottle. Yes? I have all of these throwables and I can't get anybody close enough to the fire to throw it at them. Maybe this way. This area is all lit up. Maybe I can pull you. Follow me. Yeah, and? Keep following me. Help me by coming this way. Okay. Sure. That works every time someone says that. Are you still looking in the wrong direction? I'm gonna drop a bad guy after I don't have any throwables now, huh? I need a loop so I can get my stuff and things back. Don't see any in here. Oh, man. Okay. What did he oh, he... Are you just, like, really pissed? I'm fire guy. I'm very angry that you froze me. Ow. Well, at least I'm warm now. Okay. Now we can stop all that silliness. Okie dokie. Okay, so... I haven't done the 25 mines. That's really the only one I can work on now. Let's go ahead and get our chems back where they go. Okay. Whispers into the walkie-talkie. We're gonna spawn more people to get Liz, huh? What did I say? What? I didn't say. Uh-huh. Triple time pay for the first person to kill her. Hey! Hey! Getting the distinct impression you guys are not vouching for me. Or voting for me, rather. I don't appreciate the fact that he says that. Do we have any more throwables? I don't actually need to throw them at him, but, you know, a couple of throwables to spice things up would be nice. Let's get this. What the fuck was that, dude? Did I just trip over my own foot? I think I tripped over my own foot. This game is so lifelike. Love it. I don't see any throwables, though. Spawn the skirt. Oh, Lord. Spawn all the bull crap and spawn the extras out of storage. Got it? Okay, gotcha. Oh, there's another one. I get that one. Oh, he's gonna spawn over here. Oh, different dude. He's probably gonna wind up using one of my mines when I want it from Bambino. Okay. Is he over here? Yes, he is. I see him. There we go. I think you're assuming my sweet level again. I was actually going for the mine. Oh, man. I wanted the mine back behind it so it would explode. Progress report, you're not doing so good. You are doing good today, so the person who pays the crazies, I gotta spawn and makes your progress report not so good. Oh, really? Dadgummit. So if I do worse, then you won't spawn in the crazies? Is that what you're saying? I don't think that's completely honest. I think you'd still do it. Come on, rig. Sponge-a-woodle. I don't know, he doesn't do so well with horror games. Sorry, but nobody can win the therapy? Oh, no. You said spawn the crazies. Oh, spawn cap. Okay, okay, gotcha, gotcha. Now it just makes me wish that I could get all of them involved in this game so we could invade each other, you know? That sounds wrong. Not in the dirty sense, in the therapy sense. That would be hilarious. You're gonna spawn somebody else. He's over there. No! Okay. Spawns Tigress. She's like Lord of the Crazies. Ah. Come on over here, dude. I'm chilly.
Starting to think. Come here, you!
I have that effect on people too. What were you doing? How many more of those have I got to use? Where is he at this time? Take a chance. I feel like these ladies right here had some blurring over them before and they lost their blur, you know? Where's the other one? Wait. Oh, right next to me. Okay, we did all that. We got all the gifts. I still have 15 more, 10? It's bingo, guys. It's bingo. Anyone get bingo on that one? I need a 10 more landmines. Shh. He was a bit premature. There we go. She got an A plus, somebody's getting fired. Oh no. I'm kind of surprised I got an A plus. It's on standard and I took a lot of damage. Of course I did a lot of things too. You know, like smacked a whole lot of people in the face with bricks and bottles and stuff.
You learn beautifully. You may be my ideal student, my inspiration, a gift to science. I think you are a perfect masochist.
Okay. Now that we are done and we can take a look at... Hold on, tasks. I got that one. That one. Is that it? I have got medicines near the heat source. And 25 of those. I got one more special therapy and I'll finally figure out what this one is. Okay. This is the cutest little outfit. Guys. Very adorable. Cookies! Sadly, I will not get the Christmas room just yet. Close. Definitely gonna want the Christmas tree, guys. Okay. Jeez. That dialogue, yeah. The funny thing is for the longest time whenever I was in there, I thought the scientist that was in there, you know, with the gate, the little thing, I thought he was actually talking. No, it's just a recording of Easterman talking. So... Sorry, we can't tell you if those cookies have peanut butter in them or not, so you're just saying I can keep them, but I can't eat them. Awesome. That is the way life works, huh? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go ahead and call it for the day. Can I... Hold on, wait. Man, I hate it when they change the layouts of this stuff. There we go. Add in a redirect. Game Edge is currently playing Planet Crafter. Nice. So, YouTubes, you guys are going to go over there to Game Edge. He's playing Planet Crafter. For those of you who enjoy, like, random crafting games and things like that. I've heard Planet Crafter is really good. So, anyway.
How's it going? You see that? Over there. You are powerful. You are beautiful. Watch it. You are deserving of our love.
Anyway, you guys are going to go to Game Edge. He's going to be playing Planet Crafter, so I will see you guys tomorrow. We will, in all likelihood, unless something drastic changes, like we can get a full crew to run tomorrow, we'll likely be playing Fallout 76. If we get a full crew that wants to play Outlast, we'll still play Outlast, because I already have a schedule and I don't do it on Friday, but I released it all. People are going to be like, I came here expecting Outlast, why are you playing this? The only reason I did this one is because Outlast was... not Outlast, but Fallout 76 was doing its update, which apparently finished right as I started my stream, which sucks. But I will see you guys tomorrow. You have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and you stay shiny. YouTubes. Bye!